Hello, my name's Lisa, and if this is your first time here, then thank you very much for choosing to click on my video. If you are a returning subscriber, then just know that I really do appreciate you. First of all, I'd like to apologise for not uploading any videos for the past week, but things affected me in a way I didn't really expect them to. And that's why I've not uploaded any content. But here we are today, and we are going to listen to two ladies who are in Monat, and they are trying to persuade us to join the company. So let's listen to their reasons why we should all do that, shall we? Oh yeah, and I've just got out of the shower, so my hair's not quite dry and it's a bit sticking up, but hey ho, such is life, hey.
So I'm here tonight. If you know, I've been in Colorado all summer, and we are out in the mountains on a little road trip. So we stopped to see our good friend Josh and Julie. And Julie is one of my good friends and mentors in this business. And we wanted to hop on live tonight to talk to you about why you should join the business now. And I was talking to Julie about it before, and she said a lot of it just has to do with energy. So can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, for sure. So I've started since the very beginning. I've been in network marketing for, 12 years. Been in Monat for 9 years. So that's quite a while for me to be committed to something. However, I will say I have seen energy go up and down and up and down in all kinds of businesses, not just network marketing. However, during the last couple of years, there's been a handful of companies out of hundreds of thousands that were actually up in the green during some of the roughest time of the century,
right?
So this was a really, really good sign for us. We're in the red, we're in the green. A lot of companies are in the red. We're doing really well.
Julie's talking about the last few years there, about their company being in the green. I know she said red accidentally, or was it accidentally? Is she meant to be saying they're in the red, or are they actually in the green? And the second thing I was going to say was, every single network marketing company did well during the pandemic because people were stuck at home. They weren't able to go out to work, so they did look for alternative ways to make money online. And as soon as the pandemic finished, 95% of those people that had joined during that time quit and went back to their normal jobs or found another job where they went out to work. So yes, they may have had a lucrative period then, but it's not quite the same now, is it?
But you guys, it's all about energy, and it's about everyday people doing things that are extraordinary because they can create a movement with a lot of people. So I'm only one person, and like Brooke, she calls me a mentor. I call her a mentor too. She's a huge mentor to me. We all go on the journey together. The smarter she gets, the more experience she gets, the more I can vibe off of it, the more I can learn from it, apply it. And right now, it's like nitty-gritty time for the everyday person. I'm not a social media influencer. I'm not a big person on social media. When I first got started in this business, I had 488 friends, but I was able to do this because I craved the interaction with other people.
You're saying that you only had 488 friends, but what you're not saying is you'd been in network marketing for 3 years previous to that. So how many of your 488 friends were already in the network marketing industry that you could persuade to change companies?
I did parties, I did events, I did live videos, and it worked really, really well. Still working well today. The energy's still up today. Yes, we've had some ups and downs.
Every business does. Every business does. If you're in business, you're going to have ups and downs.
And so many people need to take some breaks. You guys, I've been at this for 9 years. I was telling Brooke, you've been at this for 6 years. 6 years of going all in. And in network marketing, if you understand the energy that you put into it, you get so much more back, right? So right now, it's up. It's high. It's doing really well. Everyone is doing super good in the business who's actually
working.
Yeah, and you guys, working is not like a really difficult job. It's not like I'm going and scrubbing toilets somewhere. This is not a difficult work. The work is talking about my product, promoting my product, demoing my product, and then talking about this business. And you guys, whenever it's easy to talk about, whenever you're passionate because you have a big why, things get moving real fast. So
you like to make money, Julie, by doing parties, but not everyone wants to throw a party at their house or invite other people to parties under false pretenses. And this is what we've been told in many cases of people that have left network marketing, that they got drawn into it by being invited to a party. They didn't for 1 minute think this party was going to be somewhere they went and had their hair washed. A lot of people end up in network marketing and they were drawn there under false pretenses. And that's not a good way to start a business relationship, is it?
I know during the last several years, a lot of people were family focused, and it was all about, got to make sure we're safe. Taking care of our family, taking care of what's right. It's go time now for us. We've been having a lot of fun. And so anyway, we're up right now in the company 638%.
Wow.
Are you suggesting there that people shouldn't be concentrating on their families anymore? Because that is definitely how you're making it sound to me.
Last month.
That's
So
awesome.
it's really exciting. It's super exciting.
I think
it's a good energy.
I think, the reason you were so successful in this business, because you talked about how you had less than 500 Facebook friends, you didn't have a social media presence, you weren't like an influencer or anything like that. Like you were in, was it physical therapy or
Occupational
therapy, and you were some type of therapist. It was because you were hungry for success. Like Julie wanted to change her circumstances. Like she was broke. She didn't have any money. Okay. Like she had like 1 pack of ramen noodles. I've heard this story so many times, like in the pantry for her daughter.
That's true.
And they had no money for groceries.
Negative 2 checking accounts, you guys. 2 checking accounts in the hole.
Took out a payday loan. I'll just tell your story for you, right?
I like your version more.
Took out a payday loan for $300, right, to start your business, or about $300.
Yeah, and
right?
I got charged like 60% interest
Yeah,
rate.
like
so by the time it was over, it was
crazy.
like $700 I had to repay back.
But
Not everyone wants to get a payday loan so they can start a business, because they're starting it off on the wrong foot. She's said that she's already in debt to 2 checking accounts and she can't get finance any other way than taking a payday loan, and the interest on that is astronomical. But not everyone wants to do that, and not everyone is even in a position to be able to do that. And look at it on the other side. What would have happened if she didn't make the business work? What would have happened then? Would she have had heavies knocking on her door and threatening her? Is that a good way to start a business? Because in my opinion, no, it's not. I mean, obviously, I don't live in the US, so I don't know what would have happened. But that's the sort of thing that happens in other countries.
she was determined to make this happen, because people talk a lot about network marketing and how only a small percentage of people ever have success. But that's because only a small percentage of people ever actually put in the work that's required. Only a small amount of people actually believe in themselves enough to take the action that they need to have the results that they want to have in their life.
Not working is an excuse that is thrown out there by people who are successful in MLMs, but that is not a valid argument. Many people work their butts off and work hours and hours and hours more in multi-level marketing than they would do in a normal traditional job, and yet they still don't make any money because the business model is stacked against them right from the start. So I really don't agree with what you're saying there.
She's completely changed her life. I'm sitting on her patio of her like $4 million mountain home and remember I said she didn't have any money. She was in the hole. Like she had like nothing to even feed her kid, and now she's abundant. She gets to spend her days doing what she wants. What's your typical day like, Julie?
This. You guys, like, I'm on my patio. Like, my typical day is, honestly, my kid comes first. When I started, she was 7. So obviously, I couldn't be there for her all the time. I made some sacrifices because in occupational therapy, I had to make the sacrifice to not be there for her most of the time because I was at work.
Right.
Doing internship.
They are sitting on the patio of Julie's home and saying that it costs $4 million. Well, we're going to hear later on in the video why she manages to get a $4 million home, and it's not all due to Monat, which is how they are trying to make it sound, but later on that gets blown out of the water. And we're listening to Julie saying that she had to make sacrifices in order to make it in this business. So she wasn't putting her daughter first. She was working and working and working and working to make this work. And that's where a lot of people don't make it work in this industry, because they're not prepared to put everything before their child. I mean, when you go to work in a traditional job, say 8 till 4, then your child is in childcare for that amount of time. And then when you come home, you actually have time to spend with your child. And depending on what business you're in, you have all weekend as well as each evening. Whereas in the MLM industry, you are working practically 24 hours a day. The only time you're not working is when you are sleeping, and you don't even get to go on holiday and enjoy the time because you're always recording something for your social media. So even then you don't get time freedom.
Right now is literally evolved around my family. Like, it's evolved around my family.
And your business fits around your day
100%.
versus like working and like having to fit your life in to the cracks of that.
And it's crazy because I can do this and this and this with my business, and I can allow my teammates to do the same thing, but I still encourage them on every single aspect of where they're at. Because sometimes when it's the self-care that's going up, right? So you're going to have waves of ups and downs in your business.
100%.
But what's amazing is that nobody taught me this. And now we get to teach this to you guys. So not just 2% of the entire company is doing well.
You're saying now that you have time freedom and everything's all about spending time with your family. But that's only because you're at the tippy top of the pyramid. What happens to people who never get there? What do they do then?
But this is about getting 98% plus the 2% to find success. And it's about making it really simple and easy. So we teach you how to do that. And it's kind of like 9 years of like doing it right, doing it wrong, doing it too much,
learning
doing
from
it
your
not
mistakes.
enough. And now it's so refreshing to come out of like all of the experience and just be like, all right, let's cut the fat. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. And this is how you take care of yourself in the process. So that way you can give your all in this. And that's what we get to offer. And I just feel like right now is the best time I've ever been able to offer anybody my service, because I feel like I'm in a good headspace. I know how to take care of myself. Brooke can relate a lot of this because we've been talking about this a lot lately. We've experienced a lot of emotional ups and downs in your business. You guys will reflect the same exact way. How you take care of yourself, your business will do the same thing. And right now it's just a great time to do the business, because I feel like the leadership is in its right spot.
Yeah, I mean,
the income disclosure statement doesn't reflect what you're saying, though, does it? You're saying that only the 2% make money, and this is about making the other 98% make money. But it's not working, because looking at this income disclosure statement, it still shows that only the 2% are making any money and the other 98% aren't. And you've just said that you're in the right headspace now to teach people. Well, it's taken you 9 years to get to the right headspace before you felt able to teach people. So that leads me to ask, well, what was happening to your team for the last 9 years then? They were just left floundering, were they?
The mentorship that you're going to get, like she said, from the experience that we've had, like, it's so interesting to me when I hear people give me excuses about why they can't do things. And when we started, we didn't know what we were doing. We took the messiest action. And now we have almost 7 years. She has almost 9 years of experience in this business. So that's what, almost 20 years collectively, like, right, probably more than that if I put all my sales experience together, of mentorship, of experiences that we get to pass on to you. Because, you know, you were telling me about how you went to school and you went $50,000 in debt and you didn't make any money. You learned some things that you didn't make any money. In this business, you get to learn as you earn. So you get to develop your skill set that many people take on to other businesses and other endeavors that they do. I mean, that's the best part of network marketing, is that you get free training, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. You can take this stuff and apply it in another business, start your own business. In fact, we own a lot of different avenues.
Yeah, we have other businesses now because of Monat. Because
they taught us.
Because of what it has given to us, you know, financially.
They've just said that they both have other streams of income. So what's your betting? That the $4 million house was paid for by Monat, or was it paid for by these other streams of income? My betting is it's the latter of the two.
Because it has freed up our time. Like our spouses now get to pursue their dreams and their passions and do the things that light them up and that they enjoy, because we took action as women and said, we're not going to do this like being broke thing anymore. That doesn't feel very good. We want to shift the dynamic. We want to change our family tree. And so I just think it's the perfect time to join. I've felt a massive energy shift happening for our company over the last 6 months. And sometimes you got to shed away that dead skin like a snake, right? Yes. To make room for new changes, new things, new growth. I mean, it's always, when something falls away, it's always because it's making room for growth. And so I've just felt this massive energy shift within myself and within the company and the business and our partners. Yeah. And it's such a good time to join with us.
When these people say that they're fed up of being broke before they joined a MLM, it always makes me want to ask, well, what did you all do for work that made you so broke? I'm assuming that you and your husband / partner, significant other, did work before this business. So what was the job that was so bad that left you broke all of the time?
And a few other reasons besides just the energy is, like, you start now, you can make money to provide for Christmas. If Christmas always stresses you out, Q4 is always our biggest quarter every year. And so that doesn't start on October 1st. That starts now. You get in now, or if you're already in the business, you start planting those seeds now. You start working towards those goals now so you can have the kind of Christmas that you want to have. And we have an amazing Smart Start program. So when you join our business, they front load the compensation plan to make sure that you get paid up front. Do you know how many people I know in the network marketing industry who talk to me about their compensation plan, and other leaders who say, you know, the thing that I don't like about it is that I'm making money, but the people under me, like, it's taking them like a really long time to make like significant money. Have you heard that from people too? Yeah. Like, we front load it so you can come in, and if you get to work, you can make bonuses. So not only can you make the regular compensation and the bonuses, but we have like a double up bonus program going on this month and next month. So if you go ahead and get in today, July 12th, and make it happen, come September 15th on payday, you're going to be like pretty happy.
What they're saying here is Monat does it differently. So they front load the bonuses to make it seem like you're going to make a lot of money, which is a pretty poor way of doing things, in my opinion, because maybe in the first couple of months you will make a lot of money, and then you'll be totally suckered into it and thinking, yeah, I can do this. But in reality, that only happens at the beginning. What about the rest of the time? You're going to be working the same hours you were with the same enthusiasm at the beginning, thinking that you're going to earn the same amount of money. And then you're going to get a huge shock when you figure out that's not the way it's going to be for the rest of time.
It's pretty cool that you can see, like, how to make the money that you're in need of too. Because like
it's
if
simple.
you know, like I need to make $1,000 right now, that is what my family stands in need of. This unexpected thing happened. You can do that. It's not like getting lucky after you sign up. Like we can actually show you how to make conversations, posts, how to treat people, how to influence people,
How to follow up,
how to
close a sale, what to say,
how to service people with your products,
how to overcome objections, because you will have them.
And then you're going to come into the numbers. How many do I need? We'll break all that down for you to where you know exactly what you need to make and make sure that you earn it. And you guys, these bonuses are so loaded. A lot of companies, and I'm not like bashing any other company out there, every company has got some amazing perks. What I really love about ours is the fact that when you come in, you do one thing, like build a block, you're going to get paid like multiple times in the procedure where you should have just got one bonus. Now you're landing about 2 to 3 bonuses on the one actions that you're doing. So I just love that they add on all the extra freebies that we really don't even deserve. They don't have to pay us this much, but they do. They want to get money in your pocket. That way you can have a belief that this company will actually provide for you if you do the work.
Who of you out there watching this believes that the way Monat does it is going to lead people to believe that they are going to earn regular money, but they're going to fall flat on their faces and be so disillusioned with what's happening after the first few months that they're all going to leave? I mean, that would be the way I would see it. If I did sign up for Monat, not that I'm ever going to, but let's just, for example, say I did, and I recruited a few people, I built these blocks and got all of these bonuses, then I would expect that to happen month after month. And when it didn't happen, I would be very disillusioned and upset, and I could quite see that I would leave, and so would the majority of other people.
That's right. So it's the money, right? Like you have an opportunity to earn money. We have trips. So start now, because in the next couple of months, that's when we start Vegas qualifications. And so you can get your personal volume built up, start building that foundation so you can earn that annual trip that we take to Vegas every year. And I know if you've been following me, you see the photos and the videos, and probably if you follow Julie too, every year that we go to Vegas, and we have the best time in Vegas, don't we?
Really
Like it's like we just have the best time. This past year we took a road trip and we went out to the Red Rock Canyon, and we went down to Hoover Dam.
That's
and
so amazing.
like
I love it.
There's so much to do out there, and we always just have the best time. So
is the trip all paid for though? Do they pay for your flight, accommodation and food? And it's hardly just a trip, is it? It's basically a working event, whether they pay for it or not. You are still expected when you are there to attend trainings and meetings and to post live on social media from the actual event. So it's not like a holiday, is it? It's still work.
there's that. There's the holidays coming. There's the double bonus program that's happening right now. And what was the other thing? Oh, and you're getting $250 worth of products for free when you join. So hypothetically, you can join for $199, and you get, but that product pack is like what, $300 or $400?
I think it's like $390.
It's like ends up being like $600 worth of products that you get. Sorry.
Would getting Monat products for free, would that seriously get most people to join when they know that a bottle of standard shampoo is $38? Would you just join to get the free products and then never work again? Because this is the way the Monat Huns portray it, that's what people do. They get the product, they try them, they obviously think that they're not worth the amount of money that they would have had to pay for them, and then they don't continue the business. But that's not what these people explain to us, is it? There may be, say, 2 or 3 people out of every 100 get these products that think it's worth it and continue running the business. So that doesn't speak a lot for the products, really, does it?
What was I saying about
you're getting
the
like
booster
$600
pack
worth of product. You guys literally, you could take those product packs and you can just let's say you have a sister who's like, I need that. Sell it to her.
Yeah,
You can make your product pack money back right away. We don't like tell people to do that, but you can if you need money today or the day you get your pack.
And it gives you more products to try, because I will say we have the best products hands down. I mean, look at our hair.
Dude,
look at our hair, look at our skin.
I haven't cut my hair in a year.
I've never seen her hair this long, ever. So if you follow Julie, you know that Julie used to have a pixie cut.
Yeah. No,
I never seen her with long hair, and it's like grown like pretty fast.
Really, really fast. Yeah, it was like that long.
Pretty
2 years
fast.
Ago. Yeah.
To be honest, if anyone didn't have their hair cut for 2 years, it would have grown that much. So that's not a recommendation, really, is it? And another thing, it's not healthy for your hair to not have it cut for that amount of time. That's not the way you're supposed to treat your hair, in my opinion.
And you guys, I just used the Rejuva beads. I mean, everybody needs
That
to
stuff
be on
is a
Rejuva
game
beads.
changer, the split end mender.
Yeah, it allows me to not have to cut my hair in order, like, because if you have split ends, it's going to keep fraying up your hair and it's going to shorten your hair even if you don't cut it. So, yeah, I use Rejuva beads religiously every 3 days. I wash my hair every 4 to 7 days, depending on how much sweat I get after, I wear a helmet like 90% of the week, so.
It doesn't matter, right? It's just like
the products perform. Don't worry. You'll get your packs. You can perform products.
And you can age
on
backwards
people.
while you make money.
Oh, it's a blast.
If you go onto Google and ask, can split ends be mended with products? The answer is a big resounding no. The only way to get rid of split ends is to have your hair cut and then treat your hair in an appropriate way so you don't get any more split ends.
But you know what? Like, you'd be really surprised at who messages you saying, hey, I need this stuff. Like, I want this stuff. I was really shocked when I got signed up how many people actually wanted to try the product, because that don't happen with a lot of companies. It's hair care. People are curious. They've either heard good or they've heard bad, and either way, they are curious for themselves. So, yeah.
People love our products, and they continue to reorder them, which is what gives us a successful business model, because our business is built on our customers.
I would not be able to do this in another company. Like, the fact that I can invite someone to my house, wash their hair in my sink, and have them walking away like they just walked out of a salon getting an amazing treatment.
And neither one of us have a background in hair.
No, I learned how to do blowouts by watching my girls do blowouts. Like, you guys, I'm probably still doing it wrong, but the most important thing is heat protector, don't overheat the hair, and there's no need to over dry.
You're saying there that people reorder the product every single month. But what you're not saying is those people that reorder this product every month or every few months are actually the distributors themselves. They need the product, whether they think it works or not, in order to demonstrate it on all of their social media. So most of the products are bought by people at the tippy top of the pyramid, as well as those at the bottom who are trying to get started. That's where the product sales come from. If they did a survey of how many new people ordered the products every single month, the figures, I am 100% sure, would be very different to what is being quoted now.
I can barely blow out my own hair. Like, I didn't even know how to operate a curling iron before Monat, because my hair wouldn't hold a curl. Like, I just had so much product build up on it. So anyhow,
like
now
layers
is like
and layers and
just
layers.
the best time to join. We have so many amazing promotions. The company is like practically giving money away.
Yes.
We're building into momentum. We're going into that holiday season. We're getting ready to start preparing for that next trip. Bonuses, free products, like amazing mentorship from women and leaders who have been in this business for many years now, and we know how to coach you, we know how to guide you, we know how to help you navigate. There is not a single objection that one of my team members has been able to text me that I haven't been able to give them a response to say this to your lead. This is how you're going to close them. This is the next thing that you're going to say.
Realistically, the only time to get into a multi-level marketing company is when it has just started and there is a lot of curiosity about it. Any time it's been going for a number of years is definitely not a good time to start it. And Julie said she's been in Monat for 9 years. So how long was it around before she even got involved in it? That is something you should look up and research. The next thing you want to ask is, why is Monat giving all of these things away? Is it because so many people have left and now they are desperately trying to recruit new people to actually keep the business model going? Is that a sign of things going badly wrong, possibly? In my opinion, it is. But you could have a totally different opinion. And if you do, I would be very interested to know what your take on it is down in the comments.
Because I learned through experience. I didn't know all of these things when I started, and you don't have to know either. In fact, I have an amazing system that I built for my team. You don't have to know the products. All you have to do is be able to plug people in to watch a video, and I give all the information in the video. You don't have to know anything about the products. Hey, are you open to checking out the products? Great. Tag them in a video, follow up. We have a whole system and a process. I make this as simple. I won't say it's easy, okay, because you're going to have challenges in any business that you do. So I never want to say easy, but it's my goal to make this business as simple as possible for you. So now is the time. Don't delay. Jump on in. Timing is so important. Don't you think, Julie? I mean, yes. I think it was so important to the timing of whenever I started the business and how I've been able to have the success that I've had. And I'm still trying to catch up to you. If you don't know this about Julie, okay, so let me tell you about Julie. Simple, normal, everyday girl, loves her outdoor activities. She's always like on her one wheel. She likes to go snowboarding, four-wheeling, total, like, I wouldn't describe you as a girly girl at all. Like minimal makeup, you know, very similar to me. I'm not like so much of an outdoors like
you do well.
Enthusiast. I'll go to the beach. That's my, you know, outdoors. She was able to turn a $300 investment into more than $15 million with a small network, not really having any sales experience. She just was hungry.
I honestly feel that not being a girly girl is a stupid thing to say. You wash your hair, whether you're a girly girl or not. It doesn't matter what type of person you are to wash your hair, does it? You're also misleading people by saying that Julie made $15 million. I think what you're actually meant to be saying is, over the past 9 years, Julie and her extensive team have sold $15 million worth of products. That does not mean that Julie made $15 million, because she sure as hell didn't.
Julie's numbers are astronomical, but even for me, I've done a fraction of what she's done. Our team, the Beauty Empire, has sold over $120 million worth of beauty products in the last 6.5 years.
That is freaking insane.
And I'm not a Kardashian. I don't have that kind of network. I never could sell $120 million.
Say again, how much?
120 million, over 120 million. You know, and so
cheers to that.
Yeah, the fact that I've been able to reach that many people and impact tens and thousands of people and help them feel better about themselves. I think every day about how these products and this business changed my life, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing it. Because I didn't used to feel confident showing up on camera. When I showed up on camera, I hated how I looked because I hated my hair, my skin didn't look good. I just didn't feel good about myself. And people say like beauty is skin deep, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, when you don't feel good about your external appearance, it's going to affect how you show up and impact the world. And if you have a mission, some sort of impact you want to make in the world, and you don't feel good about yourself because your hair looks bad or your skin or whatever is affecting your confidence, there's so many people that aren't going to be impacted by you because you're just having low self-esteem. And so that's why I get passionate about sharing these products in this business, because it literally changed my life, and it's changed so many other people's lives too.
It changed your life for the better and Julie's life for the better. But how many hundreds of thousands of people get involved in multi-level marketing, and it changes their life and makes it 100 times worse. Obviously, this is not something you are going to talk about, is it? But it does need talking about. I was in a couple of multi-level marketing companies, and they definitely changed my life, but not for the better. Yes, I was one of those people who wanted to walk across a stage and receive an accolade, but it never happened, and it is never going to happen, no matter how hard I work at it.
I've seen people at the age of 75 be successful. It does not matter your age. It doesn't matter where you're from. I have a girl who lives with no Wi-Fi, still to this day, built her business on social media. No joke, she's made $1 million. And
wow,
you guys,
that's incredible.
There's so many amazing stories.
I have a girl that just graduated high school in May that joined, and she's doing the business.
See, you
like
guys,
3 months ago, she graduated high school.
Like my daughter, she's 15. She can't wait to sign up. Like she's already bringing me people, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to like keep some of them for yourself. But she does really well, and it's exciting because you never know who this is gonna impact.
It's okay. She's going to inherit all of it. She's the only child, so
yeah.
it's all good. Annie's taken care of.
She's going to be fine. Still making her buy her own car, though.
Yeah,
she's 16.
For sure.
She's like, Mom, I need a job. Like,
we did the same thing with our kids. It's good to teach them.
Of course, you know. But this is just a business that anybody truly can do. And so you might look at Brooke Rash, like I looked at Brooke Rash when I first met her. Intimidating, successful, confident. She can do this and I can't. It's bullcrap. You do not tell yourself that because it's not true. It's your story. You can be successful, and everyone starts somewhere. So no matter how you're feeling about yourself, if you're overconfident or underconfident, it's okay. We'll literally meet you wherever you need us to meet you, and we'll help you to find success.
We'll grow together.
100%.
This is the same old pit for anyone in multi-level marketing who are successful. But they are never going to tell you about the thousands of people who don't make it. And the point I should have made a minute or so ago was they were calling people a lead, which is sales speak for not even treating every person that you come across as a real person. You are basically just a number to them. And another thing I want to say is people that get out of multi-level marketing and then become anti-MLM creators, it's my opinion that quite a few of them carry over the training that they received into the anti-MLM, and they treat people as a commodity. You know, they don't actually treat you as a person anymore. And that is something that is difficult to get on with. Once you come out of multi-level marketing, you really need to change your own persona and attitude. So it's all right for Brooke and Julie to say, well, you can carry on the skills you've learned and input them into another business. But you are really going to have to change the mentality of yourself in order to not treat people the way you did when you were in the multi-level marketing industry.
And it's fun.
That was what I was going to say. That's the best part of this business, is that we get to have fun. Like, we're literally just sitting here, like, shooting the shit with you, and this is work. Like,
yeah, our husbands are cooking for us.
Yeah, they're cooking dinner, they're making burgers, and I was like, hey, you want to go live? She was like, okay, cool. And like, we both just got off calls.
But you know what? It's even better than that. The fact that you're even here today, not at a job on a Wednesday.
Right.
Where you're able to jump in the car and hit the road and say, and we got 2 weeks to do whatever. Like, I don't know however long you're going to be on the road, but she just has free time. And not only that, but me and Josh had the free time to see her. And this was not that didn't happen for us right away. It took us years before we got to a point where we had time freedom. And like my husband, he worked for a long time, even after I did Monat, and he ended up quitting his job and he took on the investment role. He went into like buying real estate, and so did your husband. And you guys, that real estate investment, we would have never been able to do any of the investments that we've done if it weren't for such a lucrative business that I've been able to build in Monat.
Julie's husband invests in real estate. So if you are buying and selling houses, then you could quite easily come across a property that needs a lot of work doing on it, and it is now worth $4 million, such as the house that she owns now. But it may not have cost anywhere near that at the time of purchase. And you can quite easily make a ton of money by doing it up yourself, as opposed to buying a house outright for $4 million. So this is what I meant earlier on in the video when I said what she is saying is quite misleading, because as the video progresses, she says more and more things that contradict what she said at the beginning. And you've just heard it straight from the horse's mouth. For the first few years, they didn't have any time freedom at all. They were literally working their butts off to be able to get into a position where they had a large team and now have time freedom. People in normal traditional jobs have time freedom all the time and can still make successful investments from their salaries to put themselves in very good positions for their futures. And another thing I want to point out is health cover if you live in the US. When you have a job, you tend to have health cover. But when you are in a multi-level marketing company, you have to pay everything out of pocket. So if you are not making any money because you are at the bottom or even at the mid-level of the pyramid, you are still going to be seriously out of pocket compared to what you would be if you had a traditional job.
Work. You guys, this selling shampoo business, you know what's hard? It's kind of hard, like blow drying hair and washing a little bit. You get a little bit tense, you know, but that's about it.
And I didn't even build my business doing that. Julie built her business doing that.
That's true. We built it totally different ways.
Yeah.
Different ways, but it still works because the product
we connected
performs.
with people. That's what it boiled down to. We shared the products and we connected with people.
Yeah, it is. It's just about servicing the many. So yeah, whether you think it's for you or for not, I challenge you to try it out, see for yourself, and you never know who you could offer this to. And one day they might tell you, dude, you changed my life by offering this to me. That might happen for you.
100%, 100%, because of both of the people that invited us to the business, it ended up changing our lives. So if you want more information, reach out. I have a video I can plug you into. It's 8 minutes long. It will answer every question you could possibly think of. And then you can make a decision, decide if it's for you or not. But we would love to work with you, work alongside you, mentor you, help you in reaching your goals. But we're only looking for self-motivated, driven women who are excited about making money. If you're not excited about making money, hit us up whenever you are. When you decide to change how you feel about money and you're like, I'm excited about making money, I want to make money, then we can talk. All right, you guys have a good night.
I feel quite tempted to set up a new profile on some social media and contact one of them for this 8-minute video. It would be quite interesting to react to it, I think. Did the girls make you want to join their pyramid scheme? Oh, that's not what it's called, is it? Did they get you to want to join their multi-level marketing company? Let me know down in the comments. Well, that's it for this video today. If you want to learn anything more about multi-level marketing, this has been my 70th video, so that means there is an extensive playlist regarding different multi-level marketing companies. Feel free to watch any of them. There's even my story in there somewhere, talking about when I was involved. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.